and welcome back to Unhelped Toyota. Today we're going to talk about my Nintendo portable collection. Usually when I do these kind of videos, I break it down system by system, but I actually don't collect a whole lot of portable games. Not counting the Switch. One, I did a Switch video already, but also I use it as a home console. I don't really have a whole lot of portable gaming systems and even the games in general. I do have all of the Nintendo systems, however I don't have a huge collection for any of them. I think the DS might be my biggest portable collection at like 50 games or something. Like, I really don't collect a whole lot of them. And most of that's Pokemon. So I don't really have a huge amount, so I figure I just kind of squish it all together. So we're going to cover every portable system that Nintendo has, from Game & Watches up to the 3DS, including a little surprise at the end. And we'll see how it goes. Okay, this is the original Game Boy. It's like incredibly yellowed. It doesn't actually work either. I bought it at a flea market for I think like $3 or $4. Really just as a display piece. I tried fixing it, but that didn't work either. I couldn't figure out what was wrong with it. But yeah, honestly, I only bought it because of the display piece. I don't actually own a functioning original Game Boy. I have several Game Boy Colors though, and other systems. I have other ways to play the Game Boy games, so I don't really need it. This is my original Game Boy Color. I've had this since I was about 4 or 5 years old. This is how I first played Pokemon, and this is the same one I've always used. Considering it's in pretty good condition, considering a kid owned it. I did color in the Nintendo spot, but I only did that because me and my sister had the exact same Game Boy, and I needed to tell the difference apart. She wrote her name on the back here. I colored in my Nintendo logo. So yeah, but still have it. And it still works. That's the Game Boy I use most of the time when I want to play something portably on the Game Boy. This is a more recent pickup. It's actually going to be saved for my niece and nephew when they get older to play games, but it is a purple Game Boy Color. It's the translucent one. I really like this, actually. I might have to pick myself up one of these one day. I really like these Game Boys. Yeah. I'm a big fan of the Game Boy Color, so I might collect some more of the color variants as I find them. Typically when I get extra systems, I get rid of them. Moving on, we have some Game Boy Advances. And again, this is the Game Boy Advance I first got. I was about 10, I think, when I got this. Yeah, the Platinum one, I believe it's called. It's like a silvery, but I think it's called Platinum Game Boy. Played a lot of games on this. Really love this system, and it's just still functions and it's still part of the collection. Some more special edition E ones. We have the purple one. Kind of reminds me of GameCube. I think this might have been the original launch color for the system, but I'm not positive. Yeah, picked this up at a Goodwill or something, at the yard sale, something like that, not that long ago. This is a translucent one. It's kind of just like whitish clear. Yeah, same thing, just kind of picked that up in my collecting days. And this is the Toys R Us blue one. This one is missing the back panel though. Yeah, I think this is the only one too. Yeah, this one's missing the back panel. But other than that, it works fine, so it's pretty neat. I like that it has the Toys R Us name on it. That's kind of the only reason I kept this one. Is the coloring's not like anything special, but I like that it has Toys R Us on it. Moving into Game Boy Advanced SPs, I have this black one. I believe this one belonged to my brother at one point, but I kind of have it now. I have this blue one. Picked this up, just found it for cheap and just bought it. This is another one that's being saved for my niece and nephew. And I have this red one. I have no idea where this red one came from. I literally just found it while I was gathering stuff to collect. I have no idea where I got this from. I don't actually own an original DS. I never got one. I do have the DSi, or the DS Lite. This is my DS Lite. This was the first one I got. I was about 15, I want to say, when I got it. 13, 15, somewhere in that area. I was a teenager when I got this. But This is the DS Lite I got for Christmas one year. Still have it, still the way I use my DS. I don't really like the DSi's too much. Sometimes I'll use the 3DS, but I prefer the DS for most games. Yeah, first game I played on this was Jump Superstars. That was the only game I owned when I got this, which is kind of funny because it's like an import game. Some variations on that. We have a black DSi, or black DS Lite. Just, you know, collecting, picking up stuff. And we have the red one. I don't know what the special editions are for exactly. Like, I think these might just be color variants. There is a Naruto one I want to get, though. I don't really collect a huge amount of handheld extra systems, though. That's not really my thing. Over here, we have a pink DSi. You can tell by the camera. This one actually is a DSi. It is chewed to hell, though. I think a dog got a hold of it. I don't know. This belonged to my grandmother, though. And I have this blue one. It's in a bag because it came with a charger. And it's just kind of all tucked away in here, and I haven't opened it up yet. Honestly, don't even know if it works. I assume it does. We have a pink one. Still got the Goodwill sticker on. I paid $15 for it. Yeah, so we got the nice pink one. I actually like this coloring. This looks good. It is the Super Mario 25th Anniversary one. Again, this one looks pretty good. I like the black and red, the Mario stuff on the front. This is a nice one. I don't really use the DSi's that often, though. Only 3DSs I ever bought were this 2DS. I purchased it literally to play Pokemon Y. I think it came with Pokemon Y, as a matter of fact. I didn't actually care about the 3D stuff, so I used this for most of the DS or the 3DS's lifespan. I actually like this. This is comfortable. It's nice and big. It's not really great for portability because this doesn't like fold and it's kind of large. But yeah, this was fine for what I needed it for. It was really just to play some 3DS games, and it was cheap. I think this was like $100 with Y or something like that. And then I have this one, which I bought way later because it's the Majora's Mask one. I bought this aftermarket. It was used at a I think it's called CEX. They don't have them in the United States anymore. I think they're pretty big in Europe though. But I bought this used there. I think it was like $150 or something. But it's really nice. I actually play this a lot more now than I play the 2DS because the screens are really big. I really like the way it feels and everything. And again, I really like the Majora's Mask look. Majora's Mask is probably my favorite Zelda game, so had to get this when I saw it. Yeah, 3DS XL. And that's actually it for all my Game Boys and DSs and stuff. Let's move into some games. Okay, so we're going to start with some Japanese Pokemon games. We have Green, Red, and Blue. These are all complete in box. The actual English versions of these are incredibly expensive, so I didn't really want to spend the money on that, but these look good. And you can get Pokemon Green, which isn't available here. I guess unless you get the Game Boy Advance one, but then it's different. The only way to get all three like this is from Japan, so. You may have noticed this in the Pokemon collection when we did the room tour. This one probably looks very familiar. It's on the back of the game wall, or the back of the shelving in basically every video that I do. Pokemon Blue. I recently picked this up from a friend at Goodwill. Yeah, it's a very expensive game to get complete in box, so I don't have all of them, I just have Blue. Here is Donkey Kong Country 2 on the Game Boy Advanced. This sits in my Donkey Kong case. This is the only other boxed game, or boxed Game Boy game I keep on display. This one will be on display going forward, but I hadn't gotten it into the case at the time of, up until recording. I just opened the case up again. It's kind of a pain to open that case. We got Donkey Kong on the Game Boy. It is the player's choice version, which is not the greatest thing in the world, but it's still a really good game. If you have a Game Boy, you definitely have to play this game. This is like one of the best games on the Game Boy. This game is amazing. Really happy to have it complete in box. Some other ones, we have Golden Sun on the Game Boy Advanced. I don't have the second one, but we have the first one. We have Duel Masters Kaijudo Showdown. I don't actually own this game. I thought I did, but I was confusing it with a different game. Same Duel Masters game, but I was confusing with the other Game Boy Advance game when I bought it that I do have. So I have the box for it, but no game. We have Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. I bought this because I was planning to do a video on Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, and I wanted the game to tie into it, and I just never made the video. But the game's here. I haven't played it yet either. This one is actually still sealed, and it's kind of the same idea. The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. I had planned on doing a video on this that never got around to, and I bought this game. It's still sealed though, so I haven't opened it. I don't think I plan on opening it, just because it is a sealed Game Boy game, Game Boy Advance game. But yeah, so we have that one. And the last one, and probably the most expensive one I have, except maybe Pokemon Blue, is the Player's Choice copy of Link's Awakening on the Game Boy. This isn't the DX version, this is just the Game Boy version. But it's still really cool to have. I do like getting box Zelda games when I can, and this is a really good one. And also one of my favorite Zelda games. Keeping with the theme of Game Boy, we have Shantae limited run collector's edition for the Game Boy game. This is the original Game Boy Color game, re-released on the Game Boy Color. It's not the original Shantae release, but it is a re-release of the first game. There is already an unboxing video of this on the channel from a little while ago. I'll try to link it. So I'm not gonna go through it all again. I'm not gonna unbox this completely again. It is pretty big, but there is an unboxing if you want to check that out. And lastly, for I guess just collectible purposes, I do have a box for one of these, but not the other one. But I didn't feel like getting the box out because these just sit on display. They are the Pokemon Sun and Moon Steelbook, and then we have the Ultra Sun and Moon Steelbook. I have the box for this one, but it's kind of buried in the case of Pokemon stuff, and I didn't really feel like digging it out. And it's not that interesting. So these are the Steelbooks though. The Steelbooks are really cool. They came in double packs, so you got both games and the Steelbook. I think they were exclusive to Amazon or something as well. Most people, when they think handhelds for Nintendo, you got the Game Boy, the Game Boy Advance, that kind of stuff. But prior to all of that, we had the Game & Watch. This is a complete in-box, I guess, copy of Parachute. It does function. This was a recent pickup for me. I haven't had this one super long, but it is in pretty good condition. The screen has some marking on it. I don't think it's supposed to be that way, but it works fine. I have played it. Yeah, pretty nice system. I'm a big fan of collecting Game & Watches, but there aren't a lot of them, and they're pretty expensive. A complete in-box copy like this can go for quite a bit. I want to say a few $100s easily. And even some of the other ones I have two more and a half, sell for easily $100+ on their own. We have Donkey Kong Jr. This one is a little messed up. It has a reprinted thing on the back to cover the battery slot. But even in this condition, it was still like $120 to pick this up. So these are kind of expensive for one game, and you can't really do much with them, but they're really cool. This one is in way better condition otherwise, though. It looks almost brand new on the screen and stuff. So really like this. This is another one this is pretty fun. I actually enjoy playing these. This one is a little cooler. It's kind of DS-y. It's Donkey Kong 2, but it's a flip thing, like the DS. This is where the DS's screen concept came from. It's pretty good. Again, this is another just fun little mini game. These are all high score based mini game type things. They're not super intense games because obviously they play on these little LCD screens where nothing changes. The only change is the character moving, but the character moving is pre-programmed into spaces. You can't really see it too well when it's off, where a calculator, where they're already programmed in, so you can't really move around a lot. But they're neat. They're fun. Again, they're fun little games. I enjoy playing them. And these are Nintendo's original handhelds. The last one is the Super Mario one. This is the modern one. I think this is what kind of brought these back into public mind. A lot of people just kind of forgot about Game & Watches up to this point. unless you were more into collecting games, because again, there's just one game on here. In this case, there's 3 games on here, I believe. So yeah, this is the more modern one. I don't have the Zelda one yet. I want to pick it up. I haven't gotten around to it. Really got to get on that before it's not available. But yeah, this is pretty cool. And again, it's just, you know, another Game & Watch. It's based off Mario. You get Super Mario Bros., Lost Levels, you get the ball game, and then it just tells time. Yeah, this is pretty cool. I like the outer slip too. Like how this looks much more like a regular Game & Watch box, but then the slip cover kind of like adds the Mario theme. So yeah, pretty cool item. I kind of forgot to talk about. We have the Pokemon Mini. This is like a mini little player. It has interchangeable cartridge games though. The only one I own, Pokemon Pinball Mini. At some point I want to get the rest of these though, because there's not that many. There's only like 6 games for this and like 3 or 4 systems. So I would like to get more of this. This is neat. And it's Pokemon. I like collecting Pokemon stuff. We're just going to go through the Pokemon games now. So we have 2 copies of Pokemon Red and 2 Pokemon Blue. You might notice something's missing here. That's Pokemon Yellow. I have Pokemon Yellow. I have no idea where it's at. I dug, before making this video, I dug up all my Game Boy stuff. I looked through my Pokemon collection. I looked at all my shelving. I have no idea where my Pokemon Yellow is. So that's a problem. But for right now, we have Red and Blue. If I can't find my Yellow, I'll just buy another Yellow. It is what it is. But I have the rest of the games. We have a copy of Pokemon Gold. This is my Gold that I grew up with. And we have 2 copies of Pokemon Silver. One of these belonged to my brother growing up. I had Gold, he had Silver. I don't remember which one exactly, but one of these was his, I believe. I'm not 100% sure. Pretty sure one of these was his at some point. But also, I have a second copy of this and the Red and Blue, specifically to give to my niece and nephew when they get older. Try to get them to play some Pokemon. My one niece already got her copy, which was my copy. I had to go out and buy another one of Pokemon Crystal. This is actually my wife's game. She purchased this one. I kept putting it off, but we went out and purchased another one because I gave mine to my niece. Yeah, so we have Pokemon Crystal. It's very expensive now. It costs us $120 for this game. So moving from there, we have... We're just going to go through the Game Boy Advance, up to Game Boy Advance. We have Ruby and Sapphire. We have Emerald, Fire Red, and Leaf Green. Only a single copy of each. Over the years, I've had to repurchase, I think, all of these except for my Sapphire. I think this is the only one I still had from being a kid, from when I was a kid. I think the rest of them have been lost or misplaced and something happened, though I don't really know. But I think this is the only one I still have from growing up. From these ones, but have all of these ones. Some side games. We have Pokemon Pinball. Still has the thing for it, and the battery's not corroded. There's currently no battery in it because I don't play it that often. But I do really like this game. This is a fun one. This is a fun game that people, I think, kind of just passed over. And then we have the Pokemon trading card game. I've never actually played this one. I picked this up not that long ago. Yeah. And then the only other Pokemon games we'll get to the DS and 3DS later, but the only other Pokemon games I want to show for this are these 2 fan games. We have Pokemon Ash's Quest, and this one's my wife's. It is Pokemon Flora Sky and Ash's Quest. This one I bought at a used game store. Someone traded in a ton of them, so they purchased them, and I bought this one off them. And then this one we got at a convention for my wife. I didn't really play this one. I don't even know if she played this one. I played this one. This one's basically a Pokemon Yellow, I guess, but for the Game Boy Advance. It's like if Fire Red and Leaf Green had a Pokemon Yellow to it, basically. But it follows a lot of the storyline for the game, for the cartoon, which is cool. It's a neat series. You know, obviously they're fan games, but they're neat. The only other fan game I have, and it's not even really a fan game, it's more of a English localization of an unavailable game, is, of course, Mother 3. Have to have it. Absolutely wonderful game. One of my favorite games. yeah, they're not available in English, obviously, because of course it's not. It's the biggest meme in the world. But yeah, so picked it up at a convention, and that's just how I've played the game. From here on, we're pretty much just going to go in order of Game Boy, Game Boy Color, and then Advanced, DS, 3DS. We have Battle Tanks, Super Battle Tank, the Addams Family, Pac-Man, Looney Tunes, Addams Family, Pugsley's Scavenger Hunt, Game & Watch Gallery, this one's really good, Quirk, I forget how to pronounce it, You're Like a Tomato. This is a really cool game, I actually really like this game. Final Fantasy Legends 2, or Legacy 2, I can't really read the label. This came in that Game Boy I bought for $3 that doesn't work. The game works though, so, you know. There's that. And we have a copy of Tetris. I'm pretty sure I have like 4 or 5 copies of Tetris though. Moving into some other ones, we got Lethal Weapon, Henkyo Alien. No idea. I honestly don't even know where this game came from, what it is. But yeah, there's a game. Turricane, Lock and Chase. We got Golf, Solar Strike, Snoopy's Magic Show, Dr. Mario, and Sports Illustrated. This is where we're going to get into some games that I actually do play and like. Some of these I do like, but you know, this is more specifically games I like. We got Mole Mania. I love this game. This game is wonderful. You like dig little tunnels to get around the rocks and stuff, and you go underground. It's a really cool game. Kirby's Dream Land. Just, you know, another. It's just Kirby, but Kirby's always fun. We got Super Mario, was it World? Or Super Mario Land. This one's not that great. It's a fun game. It's fun. It's Mario. It's always fun. This isn't that great. We got Super Mario Land 2, the 6 gold coins. This is the best one. This is probably my favorite, like, side-scroll 2D Mario, whatever you want to call it. Like, classic Mario. This is probably my favorite next to Mario 2. It's like Super Mario 2. I know a lot of people don't like Super Mario 2, but I really like how it's like the Doki Doki stuff. But yeah, this is probably my favorite of like the classic Mario games. I think World gives it a run, but this is really cool. The fact that you can just kind of go wherever you want and do whatever you want is really nice, and it makes for a very interesting game. If you haven't played it, definitely give it a try. Also, the first appearance of Wario. We have Super Mario Land 3, Wario Land. You play as Wario. This is completely different. It's basically the first of the Wario Land games, and they just threw the Super Mario Land 3 in there to kind of sell, I guess. Alleyway. This is just a fun, like, what is it, Breakaway, I think it's called, game. And then this one's my wife's. It is, we're just going to say Yu Yu Hakusho. I don't know what the name of the game is actually called. It is Yu Yu Hakusho game, though. We picked this up at a convention, the same convention we picked up the Pokemon game for. It's pretty neat. I don't think it ever had an English release. I'm actually almost positive it never had an English release. But that's pretty cool. And that's actually it for all of my original Game Boy games. Sort of. The original Game Boy also has games that are in these black cartridges that are get like upgraded for the Game Boy Color if you have it, so it works on both. So we're gonna do those next. We have The Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening DX. This is a great game, like I said, but I talked about the box ones. This is probably one of my favorite Zelda games. And it's still, you know, this is the best version of it. I guess the Switch version's the best version now, but for a long time this was the way to play it. We have Pocket Bomberman. I actually really like this game. This is probably my favorite Bomberman game. It's a lot of fun. It's more like a 2D platformer than like a puzzle, I guess. I haven't played a whole lot of Bomberman games though, but the other ones I've played were quite a bit different. This was more like a 2D platformer with Bomberman. Tetris DX, never played it. Yoda's Stories, Babe and Friends, and Miss Pac-Man Special Colored Edition. That's all for these. Now to the Game Boy Color games. These are exclusive to the Game Boy Color. You can't play them on a regular Game Boy like you could the other ones. We have Tomb Raider, starring Lara Croft, and Tomb Raider Curse of the Sword. They're not very good, but the Tomb Raider games, I'm a big Tomb Raider fan, I had to have them. We have Spawn. I've never actually played it. Picked it up not that long ago. It's a little gross, needs to be cleaned, but yeah, Spawn. And Looney Tunes Racing. We have Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2. Mario Golf. And Yu-Gi-Oh! Dark Duel Stories. All 4 of these are actually good. The Tony Hawk Pro Skater games are very different on the Game Boy, so like they're their own unique kind of game, like their own little fun thing. Mario Golf is, I think this is the more RPG one. It's very different from Mario Golf on the 64 though. And then Dark Duel Stories is, I mean, it's Yu-Gi-Oh! It's not like real Yu-Gi-Oh! But it's fine. It's a fun game to play in its own right, but don't go into it expecting like just classic Yu-Gi-Oh! It's very different from actual Yu-Gi-Oh! We have The Legend of Zelda, Oracle of Seasons and Ages. These are great Zelda games. They really do need a remake though. They're a lot of fun to play, but they're kind of cumbersome to play on a older system now because you have to play one, then play the other, and then use the code from one and the other. It's a whole mess going back and forth to try to get the complete story of the game. But they're a lot of fun. Individually, like, this is a good game, this is a good game. Trying to beat them together just becomes a little much. I would like to see a remake of these, though, for, like, the Switch or something. We got Super Mario Bros. Deluxe. It's just I believe this is just the regular Super Mario Brothers game, the original. We have Rugrats in Paris, and Knockout Kings, Paperboy, Rainbow Six, and Winnie Pooh's Adventure. And we have, classic Donkey Kong Country, Mickey's Racing Adventure, Dragon Tales. I love Dragon Tales. I don't know about the game, but I love the show. We got The Grinch and Frogger 2. Diva Stars Mall Mania. I don't know. Walt Disney's Magical Racing Tour. Rugrats Totally Angelica. Sabrina the Teenage Witch. It's the animated series. Then we have Legos Racers. This is a really cool game on the 64. I'm not sure about the Game Boy version though. Alright, next we're going to do the Game Boy Advanced games. This one we went over already with Golden Sun. It's not in the box. I keep them separate so I don't have to dig in the box to get the games. Fire Pro Wrestling. Groovy Games. I don't know what that is. Tetris World. Spyro. Attack of the Rhinos. I don't know. Some Spyro game. Rocket Power Beach Bandits. VeggieTales. Larry Boy and the Bad Apple. We got Dogs. Beyblades, V-Force. I actually really like that game. We have Dragon Ball Z Legacy of Goku, 2 copies of Legacy of Goku 2 for some reason, and Boo's Fury. This is one of my wife's games. We got Yu Yu Hakusho Tournament Tactics, and then we have a Yu-Gi-Oh! I know, this is the Eternal Duelist. This is Refresh Darkness, or Refresh the Destruction. So, yeah, some Yu-Gi-Oh! Games. We got Namco Museum, Scooby-Doo and the Cyber Chase. Good movie. I don't know about the game. We got Super Mario World, Super Mario Advance 2, Super Mario Brothers 3, Super Mario Advance 4, Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga, and The Legend of Zelda 4 Swords. This is the Link to the Past 4 Swords. We got Donkey Kong Country 2. Again, we went over this one already. It's just not in the box because I like to be able to play it. We got Metroid Zero Mission. Really have to get my hands on Fusion, but... And we have Kirby's The Nightmare in Dreamland. This is a pretty good game, too. We have Jackie Chan Adventures. Watching the TV show again now. You might remember from the couple videos ago where I picked up the Blu-ray box set of it at the convention. Watching the series now. Got to get around to playing this game. I think this is the only game we got to in the United States. We got Lord of the Rings: The Return of the King. We got Shark Tales. Kids Next Door, Operation Soda, Shaman King 2, Master of the Spirits, or Master of the Spirits 2, whatever it is. Never really got into the show, but I really want to. I think there's a new anime for this coming out as well. Here's the Duel Monsters game I do have. It's Senpai Legends. So yeah, I confused which one I had when I bought that box. And I mean, I'm glad to have the box because the games aren't expensive, so I'll get it complete eventually, but this is the one I do have. Pac-Man Collection. Mario Super Circuit, Final Fantasy 1 and 2 Dawn of Souls, Advanced Guardian Heroes, the Lizzie McGuire 3, Super Mario Advance is the first one. I believe this is Super Mario Brothers 2. Mega Man Battle Network Blue 3, or Mega Man Battle Network 3 Blue. I don't know. I recently picked this up. I haven't actually had a chance to play that yet. We got Sonic 2 or Sonic Advance 2, Dave Mirra 2. Freestyle BMX, Byro's Season of Ice, and the last actual game we have on the Game Boy Advance is Star Wars, The New Droid Army. So yeah, not a huge Game Boy Advance collection. It's actually relatively small. It's only like maybe 30 games. We also have these two Game Boy Advance videos. We got Pokemon. This is a hot water bottle, and for Ho-Oh, the Ball's Toll. And then we have the All Grown Ups Volume 1. So yeah. Don't really have a huge video game, Game Boy Advance video collection either. Real quick, we're going to go through some DS and 3DS stuff, but that's because it's loose and it's in the same place as the Game Boy and Game Boy Advance games. We have Guitar Hero On Tour Decades. I believe I used to have a boxed copy of this, like a big box version of this, but I don't really have that anymore. Paws and Claws Pet Vet. Pictionary. Big Brain Academy, and then this is the only one I actually have interest in and I want to get completed. It's Full Metal Alchemist Dual Sympath. It's hard to read it. But yeah, and then we have for 3DS we have Lego Batman 2 and Lego Avengers. Alright, just like last time, we're gonna start with the Pokemon stuff because Pokemon's just a whole big thing on its own, and then we'll get into the other stuff next. We'll start with the big box version of Pokemon Soul Silver. I don't actually have a game in this one, but I own multiple copies of this game. This box itself just doesn't have a game in it. It does have the game box in it though, and the Pokewalker. Games, we got Pokemon Diamond, Pokemon Pearl, Pokemon Platinum, Pokemon Heart Gold, Soul Silver. This is the first copy that I have that's in there. Pokemon Black, Pokemon White, Pokemon Black 2, Pokemon White 2, and lastly, second copy of Soul Silver. This is my wife's copy of Soul Silver. Moving on to the 3DS ones, because we're just going to get all the Pokemon out the way. We got Pokemon Y, Pokemon X, Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire, Pokemon Sun, Pokemon Moon, Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, and then my wife's copy of Pokemon Moon. Okay, we're going to start with some technically loose games that I have in a case. We have Sonic Rush Adventure. I kept this in the case because it came in, when I bought it, it was in this GameStop case with the name on it. Same thing with this one, it's Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. This one is Tony Hawk's American Skateland. This is just in a random loose case. This one is at least in a DS case, but it has no artwork, and that's Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Blue Rescue Team. I believe that's the only Mystery Dungeon game I have from the system though. So those are the somewhat loose games we have. Now let's get into the actual boxed games that we have for the DS. The Legend of Zelda: The Phantom Hourglass. I really don't like the DS Zelda games. These are kind of bad. The game itself isn't terrible, but the controls are horrendous. On I think this is the first one. It's been a while since I played them, but the controls were horrendous. I believe it's this one. Spirit Tracks I think is a little bit better though. If I'm not mistaken, I might have that backwards. I think Spirit Tracks might be a little bit better though. We have The World Ends With You. This is the ideal way to play this game. It was made for touch controls. The Switch version I hear is okay, but honestly I would stick to this version. We got Honeycomb Beat. This is just a fun little rhythm game. Pac-Man World 3. Never played it. Final Fantasy 3. Recently picked this up. I'm not really into JRPGs like that, but this looks pretty cool. We got American Dragon Jake Long. This is a pretty cool show, so I assume the game's at least decent. We got Pack and Roll. Haven't played it. And we got Carnival Games. If you played this on the Wii, I guess this is the same thing, but with touchscreen instead of motion controls. That's an assumption that I'm willing to make. This is a sealed copy of Lego Indiana Jones 2. We have Bowser's Inside Story, Mario and Luigi. My Japanese Coach. This is a pretty cool game. It's pretty hard to find, and it's a little expensive for what it is. But it's neat. It helps you learn another language, I guess. Tetris Ds. Side note, I do not speak Japanese, but I've had this game for like 3 years, and I've played it quite a bit. So, maybe it doesn't help as much as you might think. I don't know. Maybe I'm just stupid. I don't know. Tetris DS. It's Tetris on the DS. I think this is the one that has like the Mario backgrounds and stuff too. Yeah, this has like Mario backgrounds. This is a pretty cool version of Tetris. We have Bleach, the Blade of Fate. There's 3 Bleach games on the DS. I only own this one. I really got to get around to getting the other 2. It's actually a pretty good game though. I really like this one. It's a nice like 2D fighter, but it's neat. That's a good one. Not as good as the Heat the Soul games, but still good. We have Alice in Wonderland. This is sealed or resealed possibly. I don't know, it doesn't look like a very good seal, so maybe it's a reseal. I don't know, but we have Alice in Wonderland. And we have these 2, these are imports, but this is the first game I ever got on the DS. It is Jump Superstars. And that game is followed by Jump Ultimate Stars. And these games are both fantastic. I highly recommend them. The Jump games that have come out on the PS3 and 4 in the last few years are kind of garbage. But these 2 are like Smash Brothers style Jump games, and they're significantly better. The character rosters are huge. This is great. This is great. If you're a fan of Super Smash Bros, like these are just that, but with anime characters. It's wonderful. No, I guess no technical third parties, so to speak, as like you're not going to get Inuyasha or like Fairy Tail in there. But if it's made by Shonen, or I guess Shonen Jump, they're in here, and they're very good. These are very good games. A lot of fun. We have Professor Layton and the Curious Village. Beautiful Joe, Double Trouble. I'm a huge fan of Beautiful Joe. Recently picked this up at a convention. I think it's in another video. We have the Glory of Hercules. Hamtaro, the Ham Challenge. Hamtaro is great. I don't know if the game's any good, but Hamtaro is great. We got Super Mario Bros. Or New Super Mario Bros. This game is wonderful. However, kind of like the rest of them, they're all equally good. But because of that, and they came out like within 4 years or 5 years of each other, there's like 4 of them. They also are all kind of equally annoying now. We have Star Fox Command. I have not played this Star Fox game yet. This is one of the few I haven't played. This is a sealed copy of Space Invaders Extreme 2. We have Scooby-Doo First Fright. Love me some Scooby-Doo. We have Santa Claus is Coming to Town. I just think it's ridiculous that this is a game. We have WarioWare DIY. You get to make your own WarioWare games, I guess. I don't know. I'm not a big WarioWare fan. And we have The Legend of Zelda Spirit Tracks. This is the other one. Again, I think this is the one that has the slightly better controls, but still, they're not great games. These are like my least favorite Zelda games that aren't like the CDI games, because like whenever you're talking about Zelda, you shouldn't count the CDI games. Just assume that everyone knows those are the absolute worst games ever made. And we're talking about realistically as a decent game that is playable. These are fine, but these are probably the worst ones. A remake would do them wonders if they just gave them normal-ass controls. Right, moving on, we have Sonic Rush. I guess this is the first one, Sonic Rush Adventure. I don't really know. I recently picked this up. Actually, both of them kind of came together. Haven't gotten around to playing these yet. We have Lego Battles Ninjago. This is a pretty cool show, although I haven't gotten around to playing the game. But it looks cool. I like Lego games, so it's probably fun. Lego Batman 2 DC Superheroes. We have Lego Batman, the video game. Brain Age 2. Brain Age 1. Cartoon Network Racing. This is pretty cool, because like you get some less popular stuff, and I don't want to say less popular. Like Johnny Bravo is not exactly unpopular. Same thing with Cow and Chicken. But some, you know, stuff so you don't see these days anymore. A lot of these older Cartoon Network cartoons don't get really spotlighted anymore like this, so this is neat. It is just a racing game. I don't know if it's actually a good racing game, but it's neat. I kind of want to play it. And we have the Star Wars, the Complete Saga. I guess technically this isn't the Complete Saga anymore because it doesn't include the Disney stuff. But if you want to just pretend the Disney stuff doesn't exist, here you go. This is a good way to play it. Or Lego games. We've got Lego Pirates of the Caribbean. This is a really good one. Mario vs. Donkey Kong, Miniland Mayhem. You might remember me talking about it in the Wii U video. I really like these games. These are fun. The names are stupid. They're always very confusing with all the mini Mayhem, mini lands, mini everything. It's always March of the Minis. Too much. The names sound too similar, but the games are fun. I do really like them. This one's good. It's a good game. We have Naruto Ninja Council 3. I haven't actually played this one, but it looks pretty neat. It kind of reminds me of the Bleach game, but this is a recent pickup for me. We have Ninja Gaiden Dragon Sword. I do like the modern Ninja Gaiden games, but I haven't played this one. Star Wars Lethal Alliance. Again, I haven't played this. This is a recent pickup. I picked up like maybe 15 DS games like 2 days ago, and so we're kind of getting into those games right now. But with that in mind, so I haven't played a couple of these ones coming up. This is one of them, but that's actually what inspired the videos, because I was like, oh shit, I just got a whole bunch of new DS games. Just talk about this. So I haven't played like these last, I want to say 4, and then the next like 4 or 5 coming up. Some of them I did play that I recently picked up that were like part of this lot that I got. So I kind of know of them, but I just recently picked them up. These I picked up and I just haven't played. Advanced Wars, Day of Ruin. I really do like the Advanced Wars games. I have not played this one. This is, again, part of that pickup, but I do like the Advanced Wars games. I'm probably going to play this next. This might be the game I start playing after this video, because the Advanced Wars got delayed. So, yeah, play this one instead. We have the Mega Man Zero collection. Mega Man's cool. Metroid Prime Hunters. This is like the only Metroid Prime game I haven't really played. I've at least tried all the other ones. This one I haven't really played at all, so like, gotta play this. Ace Attorney, Phoenix Wright, Justice for All. Never really played an Ace Attorney game, but they always look pretty good, so I kind of want to play this one. This might be my first one. And this is a recent pickup. My wife actually purchased it for me, I believe. I don't know, I purchased this during our last Xbox gaming hunting trip. Completely unrelated, but I really want to get it. Pokemon Conquest. It's like Fire Emblem meets Pokemon. I forget what actual game series it's mixed with, but it's like Fire. I think of it as Fire Emblem meets Pokemon. I forget what game it's mixed with though. But this is really, really cool, and I can't wait to actually play this. We have Lego Harry Potter years 1 through 4 and 5 through 7. They're just Lego games. Super Mario 64 DS. This is my least favorite way to play Super Mario 64. We have Mario Kart DS. It's a fine Mario Kart game. It's just Mario Kart on the DS. Hello Kitty Big City Dreams. I bought this because it came with my copy of the Hamtaro game, which is what I actually wanted. But my wife likes Hello Kitty, so maybe she'll play it. Grand Theft Auto Chinatown Wars. I just think this is hilarious that it's on the DS. So I had to have it. Plus, it's Grand Theft Auto. I do like the old top-down Grand Theft Auto games. I even like some of the 3D ones, like up until around San Andreas. I didn't really like 4 and onward. But yeah, so this is pretty cool. I do like this game. It's a little hard to play on the DS, though. I'm gonna be honest. A little cumbersome, at least for me. I didn't really enjoy playing it on the DS too much. But it's also on the PSP, I believe, so I might pick it up on there and give it another shot. We have Crafting Mama. It's like Cooking Mama, but with crafts. I like Cooking Mama, and I like Crafting Mama. They're fun games. They're stupid. I know they're stupid, but they're fun. They're dumb fun. Nicktoons Attack of the Toybots. This is a pretty interesting game. Nothing crazy, but you get to play as a lot of Nickelodeon characters, and it's fun. Yoshi's Island DS. This game gets way more hate than it deserves. It's Yoshi's Island, just on the DS. This is a good game. This is fine. Is it as good as the original Yoshi's Island on the Super Nintendo? Absolutely not. But it's fine. Also, look at that baby Donkey Kong. How could you be mad at a game with that baby Donkey Kong on it? That is adorable. And then we have Cooking Mama. Like I said, I like Cooking Mama. This is one of the ones I like. You know, they're all fun to me. Again, they're stupid games. They're very simple and easy, but they are fun, so I collect them. We have Radiant Historia. This is sealed. I think it's the Day 1 edition or launch edition. I got it for $9 at Walmart. It was on clearance. I didn't really have that big an interest in playing it. It just looked kind of neat. And now I don't really want to open it because it's kind of expensive. So yeah. Might have to pick the game up a second time just to keep that sealed copy. Legends of Chima, I don't know. Whatever. We have this Lego game. It's sealed. I got it at 5 Below. I have almost no interest in playing it. But Lego games are usually pretty fun, so maybe eventually I'll get around to it. And then we have this one. This is another one I bought on clearance. I did want to play this one, so I opened it up to go through like the soundtrack and stuff. It's Shin Megami Tensei Devil Summoner 2 Record Breaker. That is a long-ass name. But it looks pretty cool. I opened it up. I don't know why. I never played the game. I just want to listen to the soundtrack. The soundtrack's pretty good, though. So that's for the big box ones. Senran Kagura 2 Deep Crimson. I like the Senran Kagura games. If you've seen... you probably saw during the Game Room tour. I have like 3 or 4 collector's editions of them. This doesn't have a collector's edition, I don't think. I might be wrong. It's a fun game. They're fun, like, hack and slashy games. We have Shantae and the Pirate's Curse. This is how I play the game. I don't have it on the Switch yet, but I love Shantae, obviously, so. We have Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon. This is a fun Luigi's Mansion game. I think it's the worst one, but all 3 are honestly pretty great, so I wouldn't say anything too bad about it. Triforce Heroes. This is terrible. I hate this game. It's sealed. I bought this at launch and bought the strategy guide for it and everything because I really thought it was going to be fun, and it was terrible. I absolutely can't stand it. Worst Zelda game I've ever played. So yeah, that's my opinions on this game. I sold my copy a long time ago, picked this up at 5 Below, and kept it sealed, honestly, just because it's part of the Zelda collection. We have Bravely Default. Obviously, found this at a Goodwill for $4, so I picked it up. My wife wants to play it, I believe. I think she might have already played it, but it's pretty interesting looking. I kind of want to play it, but RPGs are hard for me. We have Arkham Origins Blackgate. I don't know. It's Batman on the 3DS. Mario Golf World Tour. This actually looks pretty fun. I do like some Mario Golf games. And this one is Yokai Watch 2 Fleshy Souls. It's a sealed copy. I got it at Walmart for $15. I know one of the Yokai Watch games is like insanely expensive. It's not this one, obviously. But I know one of them is like insanely expensive. I want to get into the series though, so I picked this up when I saw it cheap. I consider $15 on a sealed game cheap. We also have the original Yokai Watch. This is also sealed. I got it at 5 Below. Again, the games look really good, and I hear great things about them. I know they're really popular in Japan, or at least they were really popular in Japan. So I kind of want to play them, but honestly, now that they've stopped getting localized for some reason, my interest in playing them has gone down, because I feel like we're just not going to get the newer ones, and I'm going to be really irritated. So I just kind of stopped. And again, one of them, I think it's Yokai Watch 3, is like insanely expensive from the 3DS. We have The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask 3D. This is a great game. I like the 64 version a little bit better, but that honestly, there's nothing wrong with this. This is fun. We have Smash 3DS. It's Smash Brothers on the 3DS. It's exactly what it sounds like. It's great. Smash 4 is good. This is a sealed copy of Bravely Second End Layer. The series confuses me a little bit. I know I talked about wanting to play Bravely Default, kind of. But now this is Bravely Second, which is the sequel, but then there's a Bravely Default 2. So now I don't really know where this fits at. They do weird things with RPGs. This is annoying. This annoys me a little bit. I don't think it actually matters, but it annoys me a little bit. But anyway, that's a sealed copy. This game is in the wrong case. It's actually Mario Kart 7. I have it in this Super Mario 3D Land spare case I have. It's Mario Kart on the 3DS, just like Mario Kart on the DS. It's Mario Kart on the 3DS. It's fine. It's fun. It's Mario Kart. We got Rayman 3D. I mean, it's Rayman. Rayman's fun. Poochie and Yoshi's Woolly World. This is just a worse version of the Wii U game, which is probably the second best Yoshi game. Like, Yoshi's Island's obviously the best one. That game is basically a masterpiece. This is a watered-down version of the Wii U game, which is probably the second best one. So it's a very good game. If you want to play it on the 3DS, you don't want to get a Wii U to do it, I highly recommend the game. But if you have a Wii U and a 3DS and you want to play Yoshi's Woolly World, I just recommend picking up the Wii U version. We have Professor Layton and the Miracle Mask. I've never played a Professor Layton game, but they look really interesting. We have Captain Toad's Treasure Tracker. This is a sealed copy. Again, I kind of just recommend playing it on the Wii U. That's where I played it, and I think that works the best because it's made for that. But this is probably a close second because it still has the touchscreen, which is very important. Again, sealed. It was $15 at Walmart. Kind of just a clearance game to have and keep. There's another one. We have Dragon Quest VII? Yeah. Again, sealed copy at $15 at Walmart. Couldn't pass that up. I do really like Dragon Quest games. I haven't had a chance to play this one. I've never played 7. I do want to play it. I just don't know if I want to open my sealed copy. I might have to pick up another copy that's opened. Or even a loose copy just to be able to play it, because I don't really want to open the sealed copy of a Dragon Quest game. I feel like, value later could go up. We got Donkey Kong Country Returns 3D. I love Donkey Kong, so had to buy that. I think this is actually the better version. As much as I like the Wii, the shaking, it's kind of annoying in this game, whereas this, you don't really have to do that, so I kind of like this version better. Star Fox 64 3D. This is probably the best Star Fox game, in my opinion, because Star Fox 64 is the best one. I think that's more, like, the just consensus is Star Fox 64 is the best Star Fox. And this is just a better version of that. It's graphically better, the 3D effects are pretty cool. This is just a really good version of Star Fox 64, so I highly recommend it if you want to play Star Fox 64. Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time 3D. Unlike the Majora's Mask, where I have some nitpicks, it's my favorite game, so I'm going to have nitpicks about a remake of it. This one I really don't. I feel like this is just a definitively better version. Unless you really just want to play on the TV, this is the way to go. Legend of Zelda: A Link Between Worlds. This game is great. It's just it's the sequel to A Link to the Past. It's a fantastic game, and I highly recommend playing it. It's one of the best Zelda games on the 3DS, and it's the best, I think it's the only 3DS exclusive Zelda game. It's not like a remake or anything. But yeah, it's a really good game. We have Fire Emblem Fates Conquest. I have not played this one. I do want to. This is a sealed copy, again, but I'll get around to it eventually. I do want to play this, though. Fire Emblem Awakening. I started playing this, but I played it after Three Houses, because Three Houses is what got me into Fire Emblem to begin with, and now it's kind of hard to go back and play on the 3DS. I recommend if you want to play a Fire Emblem game, play this one first. Don't play Three Houses first. Three Houses is great, but it kind of made going back to older Fire Emblem games a little bit more difficult. But I would definitely play Three Houses, don't get me wrong. But yeah, if you have played old Fire Emblem games and you couldn't get into it, I recommend Three Houses because it's a fantastic game. If you haven't played them, I don't recommend starting with Three Houses because then you're not going to really enjoy these games as much. But with that being said, this is still a good game. I still really enjoyed it. It just, I was expecting more Three Houses, and this isn't that. We got Super Mario 3D Land. It's Mario. This is 3D World, but on the 3DS. I guess technically 3D World is the Wii U version of this because this came out first, but whatever, doesn't really matter. It's fantastic. This is a perfect 3DS Mario game. I like it better than the next game we're going to talk about. This is my preferred Mario game on the 3DS. New Super Mario Bros. 2. I think you already know my feelings on these. The games individually are fine, but playing all of them back to back is really frustrating and has made the series itself feel a little bland. Metroid: Samus Returns. This is a fantastic remake. I highly recommend it. Pick it up now. It's a late release on the 3DS, and it's probably going to end up getting very expensive. And Pokemon Super Mystery Dungeon. I've never played this game. I've never played this game. I played one Mystery Dungeon game, and that was the Blue Rescue Team when it first came out. it was okay, but I couldn't get super into it. I only bought this because I found it at a yard sale or a flea market. I know I say that a lot because I never remember which one it is. Probably a flea market. It was very cheap. I picked it up because it's Pokemon, not actually because I want to play it. Okay, real quick bonus inclusion. We got the Virtual Boy, and you may be wondering, why do we have a Virtual Boy here? Technically, according to Nintendo, the Virtual Boy is a portable system. I think it's about as portable as a GameCube is, but whatever, they call it a portable system, so we're going to include it, mostly because I only own 2 games for it. I'm not really going to have another video to talk about this in, because I only own the 2 games, so we're just going to cover it now anyway. But the idea that they consider this portable is absolutely ridiculous. This is incredibly cumbersome to even play, let alone take portably. But yeah, this is the Virtual Boy. It is repaired so that the eye things work better. It is fun to play. I do actually enjoy the Virtual Boy. That might be a hot take or whatever, but I actually quite enjoy the Virtual Boy. So there's that. But I only own the 2 games, so maybe it's because the 1 game I played is just really good. So the 2 games I have, of course, Mario Tennis. This is loose because I don't believe there's a boxed version. It was a pack-in with the system, and I don't think you get a box with it. I could be wrong on that, but I think this is the game that was the pack-in and you didn't get a box with it. There is a way to get a box, but it's like a Blockbuster rental display box, and they're incredibly rare. So we have a loose copy of this. The next one is Virtual Boy Wario Land. I love the Wario Land games. This is a very good one. This is an absolutely fantastic game. Honestly, I wish they would just remake it. They should have remade this for the 3DS. I don't know why they didn't. I guess they just wanted to stay away from the Virtual Boy naming, but they should have remade this for a 3DS. It's an absolutely fantastic game. I beat it all in one sitting. It took me like 6 hours or 7 hours of playing the Virtual Boy. And I had a strain in my eye for like 3 days after I did that. Don't do that. That was a dumb idea. It hurt really badly for days, right like between my nose and my eyeball. But with that aside, the game was really good. I enjoyed it quite a bit. This is the only other Virtual Boy game I have, though. One day I want to go for a complete Virtual Boy set, since there's only like 10 games or something, at least in the US. I'm not going to do all the imports and stuff, because that can get a little frustrating. But yeah, so I want to get the other games. I really want to play the Jack Brothers game. I actually hear it's really good. Again, like this one, where it's actually worth playing. But yeah, so we have this one. One day I'll get more games. If I ever get more games, maybe we'll do a video separately on the Virtual Boy. But as of now, technically they consider it a portable, and it's the only 2 games I have, so I figured we'd talk about it. Anyway, thanks for watching. That was my entire collection. And like I said, I don't have a whole lot, so as you saw, there wasn't really a huge amount of games, and even within those, there was a lot of just like random titles that I found for basically nothing. Just, you know, pick them up just to have it. But I don't really collect a whole lot of portable systems and a whole lot of portable games, so this is a quick video. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.